Hello, everyone, and hola, Julio. And this is a video about how this channel and bold action is spreading in the world. Um, I got an email from Julio, who I had contacted before, who had contacted me before as well. I reviewed one of his lists here on this channel, and he's from Venezuela. I did not know that at that time that bold action was played in South America in any extent that was. But apparently in Caracas they had a 21-man tournament. Great, that's great. And it was a 750-point tournament, and I got some pictures from it that I can show you guys. I don't have a full overview of any of the tournament. I don't have any of the lists. I have Julio's list, and that is it. Um, So he wrote to me both to just inform me. I had reviewed his list, and he wanted to inform me about what the final list was that he brought, so I can show you his list. And he came second, so it's actually a top list that I'm showing you. And at the same time, he was also thank you so much, because one of the things that I learned from your channel, which is the suicide truck. He used one of my suicide truck tricks in one of his games, and it won him the game, which is amazing. I love that. So go and watch my video on suicide trucks if you haven't seen that one. It's a good one. Um, but before we do that, let's just go and see what it is that he did. So he had brought this 14 order dice, 14, look at that, 14 order dice to a 750 game. That's what you can do with Japanese. This is the Kwantung Army, 1937. This is a good selector. I've reviewed this selector before with Alistair. And he brought the second lieutenant, IGA infantry with an SMG, so good sized infantry units, 9-man units. Very, very good. A medic, not necessarily needed, but a cheap order dice, and he needed order dice for his army here. An engineer unit, flamethrower, and I know that he used this to good effect during his games. And it's not something that most people expect from the Japanese. Most people are like, Japanese, they're going to play hordes. Yes, but they can bring engineers. So that's really good. Uh, Another rifleman unit here, 2 light mortars, a suicide anti-tanker, the dual-purpose AA gun, which can be really good on open tables. And because it's dual purpose, it can shoot as an anti-tank gun or a sorry, mine, a howitzer. Horse-drawn limber, double anti-tanker again, and a light truck for the engineers with an MMG. Really nice list. Really nice that you get all these order dice into a list of this size. So this was the list that came second in Caracas. Congratulations, Julio. I just wanted to show you some of the pictures of the tables. Unfortunately, Julio didn't have the presence of mind to take pictures from all his games, which I can completely understand. You get caught up in it. You just do. And this was one of the tables that he fought on. I think he fought on this table twice. The tables are smaller in size than the regular tables because it's 750. So that's really a lovely table, lovely and green. All these aquarium plants, they do nice work for forests, right? Here we have another table. You can see that people are just scrounging whatever scenery they can get. Some 40k stuff here as well. Nice little road down the middle here to fight over. And lovely little bridge here, 3D printed, I can see. And 2 bunkers. You can see some of the infantry here. You can also tell sort of that most of the units here are not painted yet. So many European tournaments actually have painting requirements. But I think that it's perfectly fine not to have them, because that allows beginner players to attend with the army that they haven't really painted yet. And it also allows people who are not that great at painting to bring their army, even though it's not perfectly painted, right? So that is really good. Here we have another view of the table with all the plants. I can see some cavalry hiding down here in the corner. the Japanese infantry over here and there. And we have this view here of the table with the ruins on it. I'm guessing that this is Julio's troops moving up towards the enemy. And the final image here that I wanted to show you here is Julio here. One of the missions that they played was demolition. Now, demolition is, I would never set this up in one of my tournaments. I hate that mission because it so often ends in a draw. If people are equally skilled and they know what they're doing and they have the right lists, you basically can't win this scenario. But um, they managed to pull it off here. And you can see Julio, his Japanese bunker was here, the Soviet bunker was over there. The bunkers were the demolition points that you had to blow up. And what Julio did was he blocked off the enemy's access to his own bunker, and then he had a truck with engineers just leapfrog down the line until it ended up on the Soviet bunker, and the Soviet player couldn't stop him. That's how you win a game, gentlemen. Right. Julio, thank you so much for coming back to me, and congratulations on your result. And to everyone who attended, I hope you had really had fun, and love to hear more from you. Cheers, everyone.